Previously on Impact Wrestling, 5 Impact stars were up for Wrestler of the Year.
The 2012 TNA Wrestler of the Year,
Austin Aries and Bobby Roode disagreed with the winner.
If anybody deserves this, it's me. It's me.
Hardy offered a solution.
At Genesis, I'm taking you both on for the World Championship.
Which man will do whatever it takes to win the ultimate prize? The World Heavyweight Championship. Hulk Hogan questioned Bully Ray's intentions with his daughter, Brooke.
Your personal BS has turned into my business.
And the truth was finally exposed.
Who knows about us?
Hulk questioned the couple.
I should have told you about me and Brooke. All the heat is on me. You are suspended indefinitely, so get the hell out of my ring. Get the hell out of my ring too, Brooke.
Did Hogan let his personal feelings interfere with business? With the return of Sting looming, Aces and Eights reached out for help from Mr. Anderson.
Are you in or are you out? Because we need to know right now.
Our masks are just like our guts, and nobody takes those off.
And I guarantee that I would unmask every one of those sons of bitches. And it's going to start tonight.
And the fight got locked down in a cage.
Aces and Eights filing into the cage.
This is bad.
This is a destruction.
There he is. It's the Icon. Revenge on the mind of the Stinger.
Angle promise that he was going to unmask somebody from Aces and Eights. What the hell? Taz, that's a familiar face. Known as Mike Knox.
How will the Aces and Eights get revenge? Impact Wrestling starts right now.
With just 3 days to go to Genesis on pay-per-view, we welcome you to Impact Wrestling Live. And Mike, as the Impact Zone goes absolutely berserk, how about last week, the return of the Icon Sting?
As we went off the air last week, how great was it to see these three unite for the common cause against Aces and Eights? The Icon Sting gaining his first step of revenge. Samoa Joe kicking ass. And Kurt Angle delivering on his promise that a mask was coming off. Remember, the mask, the anonymity, that's power for Aces and Eights.
Those are 3 bad apples right there. 3 guys that can flat out go, and 3 bad attitudes, probably in bad moods.
Well, I told the world I'd come back on 1/3/13, and I did, but that was just the beginning because I'm just getting started. This Sunday at Genesis, Doc, I'll be looking for you. But as for tonight, I'm feeling a little bit frisky. You see, I didn't come by myself. I brought some close friends. I brought my close friend, Big Black Bat. And I brought my close friend, Shooter. And I brought my close friend, Killer. All that being said, Aces and Eights, you have been cordially invited to come get some. Aces and Eights. Last week, when the cage door closed, you may have had me outmanned, but you learned you did not have me outdone. So tonight, I'm gonna put you on notice. What stands before you is an inevitability. You see, when you get in this ring and you get in my face, Joe is gonna beat you down and Joe is gonna choke you out.
You see, in 2013, I made a promise that all the masks are coming off. All of them. And we're going to expose aces and eights for the cowards that they really are. And I started that last week. But tonight, I want to expose somebody else. A man that last week, at the end of our cage match, was standing about right there and did absolutely nothing while Sting and Joe were fighting off aces and eights. And all I want to know is where this man stands. So, Mr. Anderson, why don't you get out here and explain to us exactly whose side you're on?
This is rich. That's what this is. Where were you guys a few months ago while I was back there getting my teeth kicked in by aces and eights? Huh? In fact, I seem to remember right over in that general vicinity, aces and eights tap dancing on a pallet on my frickin' brain. Where were you guys, huh? Anybody come to my rescue? No, in fact, as a matter of fact, and this is the really ironic part about it, is that I was on my way to the ring to stand not toe-to-toe, but shoulder-to-shoulder with you, Sting. And you just freaking left me back there. You left me. And not only did you leave me, but you replaced me right away, just right away with old Bully Ray, with your boy Bully Ray. So I don't know what your problem is. I don't know what your problem is. Your what hurts?
First of all, I don't have a problem. But it's real simple. You're either with us or we're gonna fight. Anderson better be careful.
I don't have to answer to you, Kurt. And as a matter of fact, I always never did like you.
I'll tell you what, Ken. The feeling's mutual.
Well, Angle's not happy with Anderson's answer, and the fight is on.
You're not kidding.
How about that? Angle issuing an ultimatum. You're either with us or we're going to fight and fight. It is. Wow.
I think it's a real cut and dry thing. I mean, I get Angle's point, Sting, and Samoa Joe. This is not real simple. In or out, with us or not. So, I don't know. It seems like Anderson's not with them. Pretty simple.
Explosive way to kick things off here on Impact Wrestling Live. Welcome, everybody. It's Todd Keneley, the Professor Mike Tenay, the Human Suplex Machine, Taz. And after what we just witnessed, it sure seems to me that we're going to have Angle versus Anderson tonight.
Boy, I'm with you, Todd. I agree. It looks like Angle versus Anderson tonight, but we know for certain it's going to be Bobby Roode teaming with Austin Aries against the world champion Jeff Hardy. And the man that he picked, James Storm, will Roode and Aries coexist just 3 days before they face Hardy for the title.
And how about this, man? Return of Gut Check. For the first time ever, we will have two contestants compete against each other. And let's right now take a look right now at one of these contestants that's going to compete tonight.
My name's Jay Bradley from Chicago, Illinois. It's a larger-than-life city. It's also a working-class city. That's the type of person I am. Do you know what I learned? Hard work. I learned sacrifice. The right opportunity just hadn't fallen my way. And meanwhile, while I've been waiting and I'm working hard, I watched some of the guys that I broke in with. They went on to be some of the best in the world. TNA Impact Wrestling, Gut Check. The opportunity finally fell my way. Brian Cage, it's you and me tonight. Sorry, man. It's just gonna be one of us. I'm just gonna make sure it's me.
Anytime.
Real thoughts on your dad, on Bully Ray.
Gonna go talk to my dad and once again air all of our dirty laundry out on national TV. And hold on. Hey, he's gonna listen this time. Mark, I'm here. Yeah, I'll see you in a minute. Bye.
And we're going to kick off tonight's action with the continuation of the X Division tournament. Zima Ion already in the ring, looking for his shot to move on to Genesis if he can pick up a win here tonight.
The bowling contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing from Las Vegas, Nevada, Kenny King.
I'm a big fan of this guy right here, man. He gets it done. Love the exuberance, the excitement he brings.
First semifinal last week. Christian York in the tournament defeated Kid Cash. Now the winner tonight of this match will face Christian York this Sunday at Genesis. Then the winner of that match the same night will challenge Rob Van Dam for the X Division Championship.
Yep, high stakes matchup here on Impact Wrestling Live. This time of year known for the playoff system. Gotta love having the tournament right here on Impact Wrestling Live.
And one thing we know, Zima Ion is tournament tested. Last July, Destination X, he won a tournament that night, became X Division champion.
Well, I think part of the reason, Mike, that Ion is tournament tested is because of the condition he's in. He's lean. He's stealth, man. His body's in great shape for multiple matches in one evening. So, but that's not tonight. Let's see what happens.
Lethal strike there, yeah.
Shot to the head. And in terms of head-to-head competition, Ion actually 2-0 against Kenny King. Nice recovery by Kenny King.
Kenny King looking for the corkscrew, couldn't hit it. And look at that, now Zima Ion to the outside. Big dive to the floor. Fans, remind you to keep up with TNA President Dixie Carter on social media, on Facebook, facebook.com/TNA Dixie, and of course on Twitter, twitter.com/TNA Dixie.
Yeah, huge announcement from our TNA president, and I love TNA's new strategy. 4 major pay-per-views in 2013, Taz. Pay-per-view industry, it's changing, and we are evolving with it.
Oh yeah, we're gonna bring 4 massive events. Concentrate on those 4. Gonna be great for our fan base and great for us. There we go.
Into the cover now. Yeah, what a blockbuster announcement that was. That's the type of thing, the news that is broken on Dixie Carter's Twitter. Look out here, rolls through into the full mount and raining down the strikes.
Another blockbuster announcement as we see King for the cover and a near fall. Just confirmed. We just received word. It is going to be the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle versus Mr. Anderson.
Yes.
The fight is on. The fight is tonight.
That is just a humongous main event this evening. Angle Anderson live right here.
Cannot wait for that big fight feel with that one. Oh, watch out, cameraman. And King trying to go upstairs.
Both these men, it's pretty obvious, well documented. They both take a lot of risk. That's a nasty DDT there.
Quickly into the cover goes Zima Ion and a near fall.
You take wrist. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. Right now, things are clicking for Zima.
Kenny King looking to go back to the striking. Maybe going for that royal flush. He's got him hooked. Kenny can, oh, look at this roll up inside cradle by Ion. How close was that? You mentioned it, guys. Angle Anderson, official for tonight. Big fight feel. Speaking of fights, right after impact tonight. Oh, my goodness.
God. Oh, boy.
Folded him up.
Oh, that was bad. He's out. I don't know how the hell Kenny King just kicked out.
Amazing resilience by Kenny King, still alive in the match.
Pure instinct. Yeah, try and take a breath in this one. Bellator 360, the best moments, the biggest fights in Bellator MMA right after impact tonight. Ion looking to go high risk again. Looking for the 450. Came up short on that one. King able to get out of there.
Well, King did the right thing. He rolled towards the corner. He rolled towards the corner his opponent came out of. It just lit up. Zima Ion, he's showing it for the win here, boys.
Double knee. He's got the deck stacked. Royal flush. Hook of the leg. And King is moving on to Genesis.
Your winner, Kenny King.
And remember, Taz, Kenny King, if he's able to beat Christian York at Genesis this Sunday, he holds a non-title win over RVD. That happened last month.
I just want everybody to know, come Sunday, Christy Hemi's going to announce me as the next X Division champion.
Pretty confident.
Come on. Well, that's how you got to be. That's some high-octane stuff right there in that match. I love it.
I mean, bro, this has been a terrible few weeks for me. First, Jersey Shore got canceled, my favorite show. Next, I got shown up in my own bro-off. And now tonight, Mr. Hamster-tacular and his ugly girlfriend Tara have challenged me to a mixed tag, bro. But that's why I'm here, because I want you to team with Robbie E. What do you say, bro?
You disgust me.
Why is every girl saying that to me today, bro?
I would never tag with you, you idiot.
Listen, I will do anything. I'm desperate. Anything.
Anything?
Anything, bro.
Awesome. I agree if I get to tag with a winner.
With a winner? You... Bro!
And still to come on this absolutely loaded edition of Impact, GM Hulk Hogan is forcing Bobby Roode and Aries to team up. They face the Cowboy and the World Heavyweight Champion in tag team auction later tonight.
Excited? Of course I'm excited. I've been waiting for this opportunity and training my butt off at OVW. I'll tell you what, I want to thank the partners at Park for allowing me to put my legal practice on the back burner while I handle my business. And I'll tell you something else. When I walk in this building tonight and see Hulk Hogan, it's not going to be as an attorney. It's going to be as a wrestler. The door's locked.
Oh, Joseph Park. I've heard of the, don't let the door hit you on the way out, but not on the way in, saying he's here as a wrestler. Speaking of which, we've got the Hollywood power couple already in the ring, set for intergender tag team action.
The bowling contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing, accompanied by Robbie E, Robbie T, and Miss Tessmacher.
Well, I guess Miss Tessmacher is on the list. Well, let's go back here. A couple of weeks ago, they had this little blow-off thing here that Robbie E came up with. It ends up being that Robbie T, he just stole the show, guys. He showed a side of himself that no one knew existed. Not even a professor. Mike, did you know this side of this guy existed?
I'm with you, Taz. Who knew that he had that in him?
You didn't know that, did you, Todd?
I did, but I'll tell you what. Big guy put on a show, didn't he?
Well, it did. This Tessmacher looking beautiful as always. I love the matching cardigans. How many cardigans do they sew together to fit Robbie T's back? Jeez. Oh, talking about his back. Turned his back and he got jumped by, well, Jesse.
Jesse and, of course, the Knockouts champion Tara issued this challenge, and Robbie T stepping in there to team with Tessmacher. Robbie kind of like a third wheel on the outside here, Mike.
This guy's just massive. Look at the size, the power.
Oh, my God.
Robbie T taking Jesse, just toying with him.
Wow. Tell ya, Mr. Peck-tacular is like Mr. Back-tacular. He's spending all his time on his back. Oh.
And just to touch on the rules here.
Segue to tagging the Tara.
Absolutely. Now, that means that Robbie T must tag out as well. Knockouts versus knockouts here.
Lengthy history between these two. Tara, Miss Tessmacher. Of course, tag team knockout champions at one point. BFFs as well. But that relationship has long gone south.
Absolutely. Battled many times. Oh, look out here.
That's not a battle. That's enjoyment.
Hitting her from the front now, maybe going to hit her from the back. Oh, yeah.
Just good old-fashioned family fun, folks.
The hips don't lie.
This Tessmacher. She's a show stealer, I say. And now Miss Tessmacher has to tag in Robbie T. This is, as you said, Todd, this is an intergender match. Maybe you didn't say it, but I said it. But that was your point, that men versus men, women versus women, basically.
And the power again on display of Robbie T, who just shrugs off Jesse. Jesse's shown a lot of toughness lately as well, and he's going to need every ounce of it in there with this giant. Oh, God! Excuse me, what a power bomb! Double hook of the leg. Wow, just like that, this one is over.
Your winners, Robbie T and Miss Tessmacher.
Oh, you said it right. We're going to power bomb the power of Robbie T. That just, hold on now. Robbie's telling referee Terrence Terrell to pick a height. Tessmacher's too impressed with Robbie. And hey, what's going on?
Wait a minute.
Hold on.
Can you feel it?
The big man.
The big man can feel it.
He's getting that mojo going.
Oh, yeah.
What the hell is going on? Anybody got a single on him? Oh, this is crazy.
Oh, whoa.
Don't knock her over now.
Little butt bump.
Look at it. Oh, the Dirty Dancing gimmick. Yeah.
What?
Don't put what's the name in the corner? Dirty Dancing. I love that movie. Patrick Swayze.
Wow.
Oh, look at this. Robbie T laying one on Tessmacher.
Little lip lock for good measure.
Passed out with passion. I've been there. Well, not with her. That's kind of my style. But anyway, Robbie T stealing the show again.
Robbie E jealous?
He wants to. Wait,
My name is Brian Cage. I'm from Chico, California, and all my life I've wanted to be a professional wrestler. I had an opportunity, and unfortunately it didn't work out. I moved back home, and all my family and friends had all supported me, and through my passion, my love for this, hurt me. They asked me, well, Brian, what are you going to do now, huh? What's next for you? When are you going to hang up the boots and pursue something else? And they don't understand that there is nothing else. This is me. This is all I want to do. This is my lifestyle. And tonight, on Gut Check, I have the opportunity not only to prove it to myself, and to my family, but to the entire world. And Jay Bradley and I are going one-on-one. There's only one winner. There's only one contract being awarded. I'm going to be damn sure that it's going to me, because I need it, I want it, and I have to have it. There is no other way.
As you mentioned, Taz, earlier tonight, for the first time ever, it'll be two Gut Check contestants going at it, one-on-one in the ring, two-man inner, but only one contract on the line. Gut Check returns coming up next.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Gut Check. For the first time ever, two competitors will compete for the possibility of one TNA contract. First of all, introducing from Chico, California, please welcome Brian Cage. And ladies and gentlemen, from Chicago, Illinois, Mr. Jay Bradley.
Bell sounds were set for Gut Check action here. Just to clarify, both these men competing with one another. They'll both go in front of the judges next week. Only one contract up for grabs.
You know, it's a really big pressured spot here for both these young athletes. And listen, as we said earlier, I mean, look, first time ever this is happening. Two contestants going against each other. So very intriguing. Speaking as a judge, I'm very curious to see how this thing unfolds.
Jay Bradley, the older of the two, he's 32 years old. Brian Cage, 28. And Todd, I'm going to defer to you. You've called many matches involving these two. What can we expect? What type of styles do these guys use?
Both guys really aggressive competitors. Expect Bradley to be no nonsense. Full speed ahead as he goes for the cover here. As he likes to say, he wins ugly. He's physical, he's not pretty, but he's effective, and he's got one hell of a nasty lariat clothesline.
Well, there's nothing wrong with winning ugly as long as you win. There's a cover right there by Cage, and tell you what, it's Brian Cage. This guy's he's put together, but he just got drilled in the jaw, and he comes back with one of his own, a forearm shiver. Talk about forearms. Wow.
These two guys straight, yeah. Cage will answer back as well. Wrestles, what a shot there. Wrestles all around California, does Cage, north and south, on many regional titles, including the NWA Heritage Tag Team titles, and another big European uppercut. Looking for a discus clothesline. Able to counter there is Bradley. Oh, look at that boot.
Well, it being the size of someone like Bradley, young man's about 6'5". He came up with that big boot and just took Cage right off his feet, and that Cage is put together. Big, stout athlete is Cage, but right now, he is literally behind the 8 ball here getting beat on.
Got check judges, they've got a checklist. They're looking for personality, they're looking for character, they're looking for athletic ability in the ring, and these two guys are bringing it because they know there's just one contract at stake.
Look at this power display by Bradley, who has spent a lot of time training in the New Japan Dojo, the LA chapter of that. So here you see that physical, strong style of offense, that big knee drop there by Bradley.
Taz, is it an advantage or a disadvantage to face another gut check contestant as opposed to an opponent from the Impact Wrestling roster?
I think it's an advantage. You kind of even Steven type deal. Oh, look at Cage with that drop kick, because Bradley was getting ready for the lariat. But I'll tell you what, I think it's even. I'd rather, if I was one of these guys, I'd rather compete against another contestant.
More even footing, you're saying?
That's why I said even Steven. Mike, come on now. Let's go. Come on, Mike.
Just bringing it forward.
Wow, look at this. Leverage there by Cage. Using that second rope to his advantage. Brings him in with a suplex. This Brian Cage has got a whole lot of offense in his arsenal. He's got a real thick playbook.
Well, he's got a real thick diving elbow off the top. He might have a big win here.
Oh, that was close.
Cage furious. You can't lose your cool, man. You gotta get on your opponent right now. You gotta get on Bradley. Keep your momentum going.
And although a victory would go a long way, you gotta believe in influencing the judges. They're gonna be judged on that criteria you spoke of. There it is. That huge lariat. He calls it the boomstick. Is that gonna do it? Yes.
The winner of the match, Jay Bradley.
That's a big victory for Jay Bradley right there. Well, now, we see what happens. I'll tell you, in my opinion, a great outing by both these young men.
All right, we're going to take a look back at the action here, Taz.
Well, here's this lariat you spoke of. And I'll tell you, he brings his whole, not just his bicep, his forearm, part of his chest, his pectoral muscle into, and he steps into that clothesline, that lariat. And Mr. Cage had no shot there once he got hit with that.
What a knockout shot. The type you might see later on tonight on Bellator 360, right after Impact.
Hey. Hey. Hey! Everybody having fun? Everybody having a good time? I enjoy having a good time. There's a time and a place to have a good time. Right now, ain't it? Anybody else see what happened out there in the ring with that cyborg? Something's got to be done about it, man. Something's got to be done. I ain't cool with it.
Anderson, you know what? You're right. But tonight is not about personal beefs. It's club business. Take it to the table.
All right, girls. Come on, let's go.
See ya.
Get out of here.
Prospect, close the door. Boys, the first order of business tonight is you. Did you forget something? Did you forget your mask? Oh, no, that's right. Somebody took it from you. Someone took it from you right after we sat here at this table and said, don't ever lose your mask. You got something to say for yourself?
VP, I was left in the middle.
I don't want to hear it, and no one at this table wants to hear it. You see, when Doc lost his mask, he went out there and he earned back his spot at this table. Tonight, you're going to get that same chance. See, you either make it right, or you make it gone.
Nervous. I'm heading out to the ring to talk to Hulk Hogan next. It's the moment of truth.
Welcome back to Impact Wrestling Live. Still to come tonight, Roode and Aries must team up. They take on the Cowboy James Storm and the World Heavyweight Champion, Jeff Hardy.
And Todd, also still to come tonight, the Olympic gold medalist gets the fight that he wanted. Kurt Angle, one-on-one against Mr. Anderson, tonight live on Impact Wrestling.
Here we go. Well, I'm back from wrestling camp. And thankfully in one piece. I thought passing the bar exam was difficult, but I digress. At this point in time, I would respectfully request that the general manager of Impact Wrestling come down to this ring right now, please, Mr. Hulk Hogan. Please, Hulk. For a little sidebar with the Hulkster here tonight.
And you will recall that it was on the advice of Hulk Hogan that Joseph Park went to our training facility at Ohio Valley Wrestling. We've seen over the course of the past few weeks, under the guidance of the head trainer, Mr. Danny Davis, that Joseph Park made progress.
Stop. I want to be the first one to congratulate you, Joseph, on this short stint you just been in at wrestling school. I'm very proud of you. But we got business at hand, so what can I do, Joseph?
Hulk, I realize that you have a lot more pressing matters at hand to deal with, so I'll be brief. Just to get a couple.
What's going on in the back? I mean, any idea what's going on back there?
No, sir, I don't. Hulk, I just wanted to tell you something. I wanted to thank you for giving me the inspiration and the motivation to set aside my legal practice and go to wrestling camp and be trained professionally. I'd also like to thank Mr. Danny Davis and Ohio Valley Wrestling for whooping me into wrestling shape and providing me with a solid foundation for which I can grow from, Hulk. Now, I realize, Hulk, that I'm still considered a green hornet in this whole thing. But I'm asking you, Hulk, I'm standing here tonight in front of you, not asking you, I'm begging you. I'm not standing here tonight as a lawyer, Hulk. I'm standing here right now as a wrestler.
Joseph, please, I mean, come on. You need a couple more years. It took me 2 years with Matsuda getting my brains beat out. Come on. You're driving me crazy with this thing, Joseph. Hulk. 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 Listen to him, Hulk. Listen to him.
Okay, anything, Joseph. What is it?
Hulk. I did everything that you asked me to do. I went to wrestling camp. Heck, even the partners at Park have graciously stepped aside to allow me to handle my business, Hulk. And my business is right here at Impact Wrestling. And with those aces and eights hooligans.
What do you want? What do you want?
I want that match that I deserve, Hulk. I want one of the aces.
Fine, whatever you want. You can have whatever match you want, okay?
I got the match.
Just give me a break, okay?
Yes! Yes! I won't let you down.
Okay.
I won't let you down, Hulk.
It's almost like Hulk had no choice, but Joseph Paul, ecstatic, to say the least.
Yeah, General Manager Hulk Hogan seemed a little reluctant, but he gave Joseph Park what he wanted.
Well, Hulk's got a lot of stuff on his mind right now.
Dad, I have tried calling you and texting you. I've left you voicemails. You won't answer. You really want to deal with it like this in public? Fine, but I'm gonna come out there right now. Do not move. We are handling this.
Welcome back, everyone, to Impact Wrestling Live. Before the break, Brooke Hogan told her dad, don't go anywhere. We're going to handle this. We're going to discuss this right now in the ring. And here she is.
You haven't answered my text messages. I've left you voicemails. You've never done this to me my whole life. You're my father. You know, I have a question for you, Dad, and how you answer it is gonna determine our relationship for a very long time.
You know, Brooke, why don't you ask me your question? I've been asking a lot of questions, and I just love the way I've been answered, so go ahead and ask me this question.
Are you going to reinstate Mark? Or are you going to keep this up like it's some personal vendetta? You're my dad.
That's the question you want to ask. You come out here and ask me if I'm going to reinstate Mark.
Yes.
Well, I've got your answer. No, I'm not going to reinstate Bully, okay?
You're right, brother.
My shirt that you can get on shoptna.com is twice as good as yours. Look, two sides.
Look how durable mine is. I don't care about two sides. We're getting a baby gap.
That is durable, like more durable than Hogan shirts have ever been.
I know, why do they always rip?
I don't know. Are you wearing your rope?
Obviously.
Okay, I'm gonna wear my new shirt then.
Well, then I'm gonna wear my new shirt.
Oh,
so show it off, right?
Then I'm gonna wear my cape.
Well, if you're gonna wear your cape, I'm gonna wear my robe.
Oh, good. I'm gonna wear my shirt.
Well, I'm gonna wear both.
Hey, stop telling me what you're gonna wear.
Don't tell me what you're gonna wear.
I'll tell you.
I'll tell you whatever. Don't you tell me what I'm doing.
Don't tell me anything.
Hey, you can't tell me what to do.
Okay, well, I'm gonna tell you one thing. What? Okay? Tonight, you and me, we can agree on one thing. We deserve to be the World Heavyweight Champion far more than Jeff Hardy.
Amen.
And James Storm. Yeah. Okay, because you were the longest reigning, most dominant World Heavyweight Champion in the history of this company. History. I mean history. And then I beat you.
Wait a minute.
I mean,
you're a fluke.
I'm not a fluke.
You're a fluke. Don't even get me started.
Listen. This is like a dream team here, okay? A wet dream team.
What?
Yes. So tonight, we have to be PRO-fessionals.
Professional?
Yes, yeah. And take care of our common problem. Right. And then we'll deal with whatever our problems are, okay?
You got a problem with me?
No, you have a problem with me?
Good. You better not have a problem with me.
Fine.
Because I'm going to wear my robe.
Good, wear your robe, because I'm throwing my shirt on real
Well, I'm going to wear my... Don't tell me what to wear!
You go first.
What do you...
Go ahead.
You go first.
No.
Fine, I'll go first.
Go first.
What do you wear this?
I'm putting my shirt on.
Then what are you doing? Yeah, I would say.
Got a saying. Belts don't rub me. I rub belts. Dare I say the world title needs me to be prestigious once again.
Straight down! Brainbuster! Here's the cover! Here we go! Here's two! Yes! He did it!
You see, when I was a world champion, I didn't carry around some other belt with me to take away from what I own. In my eyes, in my opinion, since I lost the World Heavyweight Championship, it's all been downhill. Austin Aries is still hungry. Austin Aries still wants to prove that he's the greatest wrestler in the universe. Austin Aries wants to prove that mentally he cannot be beaten. He's worried about one person, and that's me.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Toronto, Canada, the It Factor of professional wrestling, Bobby Roode.
Bobby Roode, one of the contenders for Jeff Hardy's World Heavyweight title this Sunday at Genesis. But tonight, he must team up with A-Double Austin Aries.
Yeah, you could sense the tension between Bobby Roode and tonight his tag team partner, Austin Aries. They are the two challengers for Hardy on Sunday at Genesis, and you'll recall that it was Roode who paid off Aces and Eights to attack Hardy. But then he was outbid by Aries, who bribed the Aces to attack both Roode and Hardy in final resolution. Guys, is there honor among thieves here?
Yeah, I think that's the best cliche to use, Mike. I really do. I mean, listen, you look at the team, I agree, it's a dream team. You look at Aries and Roode together as a unit, definitely. But their egos, can they coexist because of the egos? Forget everything else. The arrogance, the pompousness of these two men. It's going to be very interesting to see how they gel against two very talented men and one's the World Heavyweight Champ.
And his tag team partner from Minneapolis, Minnesota, the greatest man that ever lived, Austin Aries.
You know, when I think of the greatest man that ever lived, I wouldn't have thunk it that greatest man that ever lived, whoever that is, would have a cape. I gotta be honest. Like when I was a kid in Brooklyn, I never thought, hey, the greatest man that ever lived, he's got a cape. That's just me.
That's a pretty super cape, though. Might be the greatest cape that ever lived, and he's got a pretty sweet t-shirt as well. These two guys couldn't agree on who's going to come out, what they were going to wear. Can't agree on anything.
Sorry about your damn luck.
And their opponents, introducing first from Leapersburg, Tennessee, the Cowboy,
Cowboy James Storm, handpicked by Jeff Hardy as his partner tonight, never turns down a fight. Speaking of which, right after Impact, Bellator 360, 2 full hours of the best fights in Bellator MMA history, including at 10 o'clock, the welterweights featured along with champion Fend, Askren, and at 11 o'clock, the featherweights on display with champ Pat Kern.
Gonna set the table tonight with Bellator 360. Can't wait for the first live event next Thursday night.
and his tag team partner from Cameron, North Carolina, the charismatic enigma and your world heavyweight champion, Jeff Hardy.
And Taz, the battle-tested, battle-weary, but still running strong world heavyweight champion, Jeff Hardy. He's sick of dealing with these two in the form of Aries and Roode. He issued the challenge. He'll take them both on at Genesis, and now we know it's going to be an elimination matchup. Did the champ make a smart move?
Personally, I don't think so. If I'm Jeff Hardy, Hey, I wouldn't have put myself out there just a couple of days before defending my title against two guys that could double up on me this Sunday. That's just me, but Jeff Hardy's a different breed, you know? Jeff Hardy's about going against the odds, going against the grain. He's a non-conformist, and he's an off-colored guy, and that's who he is. He don't play it safe.
It's always been his personality, and the fact that most world heavyweight champions would do anything within their power not to have two challengers in one world title match like Hardy will this Sunday tells us so much about his confidence and his whatever it takes attitude.
And sometimes the greatest thing a world heavyweight champion can do is do nothing. There's no reason sometimes to get out there and go and compete when you're sitting pretty as the champ. But again, your point, Mike, and mine, I mean, that's not what Hardy's about. He gets out there and he gets after it.
That's why he was the 2012 Impact Wrestling Wrestler of the Year.
Set for action in this huge tag team matchup. Little preview of Genesis. Hardy might have a chance to get in there with both contenders tonight. It's going to be Hardy starting up with Bobby Roode.
Well, think about it, guys. Jeff Hardy, 20-plus championships in his career between TNA and WWE. 2008, he was the WWE World Champion. 2010, he wins the TNA World title for the first time. And, of course, he regained it last October at Bound for Glory.
See, Jeff Hardy, I think that's to his advantage to keep this thing, while he's in there with Roode, to keep it at that high pace. That's what Hardy is about, where, you know, Bobby Roode kind of wants to take you down and grind you a little bit. Well, this looks like Aries. I thought maybe Aries wanted to come in, but he had no choice because Roode slapped the hand and said, go ahead, you get in.
Yeah, we've seen the tension. We've seen the uneasiness between these two. It's the question that we've had ever since we heard about this match, ever since our general manager, Hulk Hogan, announced it last week. Can they work together?
Well, if I'm Jeff Hardy, I might want to whoop the rear end of Austin Aries just for wearing those horrible tights. That's just my opinion.
Nice takedown there by Aries, who goes for a ride. This guy can grapple with the best of them, trying to show up the world heavyweight champion here and send in a little message to Bobby Roode as well.
You better keep the eye on the prize if you are Austin Aries. You have a front headlock on the world heavyweight champion. You're trying to, verbally punk out your partner. I mean, I don't know about that.
Nice takedown there, head scissors, snaps it off, does the world heavyweight champion, looking to follow it up, and he does with the inverted atomic drop, and now one for the it factor.
Well, that'll be a little preview of that. We're going to witness this Sunday if you're Jeff Hardy. Now here comes Storm.
And what a great choice it was for Jeff Hardy. World champion picked the Cowboy as his partner. That especially considering the history between Storm and Roode, as Hardy connects in a corner on Aries.
Talk about history. How about a little poetry in motion there?
Look at this.
Aries hung out to dry.
You're hanging upside down on worldwide TV. The guy's cutting a promo on you. That's tremendous.
What are you doing? You push me. You push me.
And these two, as you mentioned, just not getting along. Can they get on the same page as this huge tag team matchup continues on Impact? Welcome back, everybody, to Impact Wrestling Live. This huge tag team matchup, and all throughout the break, Roode and Aries cannot get on the same page. Hardy taking advantage.
You know, James Storm, he told me earlier today, Hardy and I, we're going to dominate this match, just like Alabama did Monday night against Notre Dame. And you know what? He's dead on.
Well, now look at Jeff. Oh, Jeff's in trouble. Watch out.
Oh, my goodness.
You can see that momentum of Roode hitting those ropes. The vibration, I should say, shaking all those ropes, and God, Hardy just really landed hard.
Boy, you talk about how a complexion of a match can change entirely in favor now of the other team.
Oh, now the legal man is Austin Aries. Tagged himself and slapped the hell out of the back of his partner. But that's all a guy like Bobby Roode needs, man. He just needs that little bit of an opening. He saw that the world champ had his back turned just for a second, ran into those ropes, and next thing you know, window of opportunity is there for Aries and Roode And our world champ's in trouble.
And the potential now is here for Roode and Aries to weaken Jeff Hardy just 3 days before the title defense this Sunday at Genesis.
And why not go after one of his wheels? I mean, go after one of his legs. I mean, that's about 50-60% of the offense is high-flying stuff by Jeff Hardy. Can't do it without one leg.
Absolutely, and now you see the body positioning of Aries, keeping himself between Hardy and his corner. They're going to try and keep the onslaught on here on the World Heavyweight Champ. Now these two working together. They've got a common goal here, weaken the champ. Fans, we remind you that TNA Lockdown, the live pay-per-view event, is coming to the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Texas on March 10th. Hold on.
Got him pinned here, Hardy's got Roode pinned.
Ref was out of position.
The ref was trying to get Aries out of the ring. Oh!
That huge event coming to the Alamo Dome. Oh, he's going for the cover again. Tickets on sale now, as well as the VIP fan interaction package. Go to shoptna.com for all the information.
Everything's big in Texas, right? A little bit bigger. We're going to do it big in San Antonio, I can promise you that. Right now, Aries, he just comes in there. The referee, Brian Hebden's got his hands full here.
Cover now by Aries. And he can just take his time. Hardy in a whole lot of trouble here, Mike.
Well, and you notice the way that Aries right there cut off the ring. Got right in front of Jeff Hardy, preventing Hardy from making the tag and getting the fresh Cowboy, James Storm, into the match, Taz.
That's exactly what I was going to say, but you beat me to the punch, Mike. So what am I going to say? And now, again, just cutting the ring in half. And it's like, look, if you're Roode, you're having Aries do your dirty work. And right now, if you're Aries, you're having Roode do your dirty work for this Sunday, if you think about it.
Oh, look at this splash with the springboard there into the cover. You know that both Aries and Roode would love to pick up the pinfall victory over Hardy in this matchup, picking up a whole lot of momentum going into Genesis.
Yeah, anything to get inside the head of the World Heavyweight Champion. That's what Aries and that's what Roode want to establish tonight here in this tag team match.
Sure, Aries just telling Bobby Roode, watch me. He's trying to show what's going to happen this Sunday. Oh, man, look at that.
Into the cover now, twisting corkscrew, drops the elbow as if to say, anything you can do, I can do better.
Yeah, they're playing a game of can you top this as they go face to face again and again. It's Aries one step ahead of Hardy, preventing the tag.
See, Hardy's smart, even though he's in dire straits here and really getting his tail whooped. I mean, look, he sees that these two guys keep jaw-jacking with each other, and he's trying to get over there to get the Cowboy into this match. And if you're Cowboy James Storm, you got to be stewing right now.
We're talking about jaw-jacking. Aries was boxing the ears there, and now tagged to Roode. Beautiful textbook suplex there by the It Factor, looking to follow it up. And he does so with a nice knee there.
See that height right there that Roode got before he drove the knee into the sternum area of the World Heavyweight Champion. Now look at this now. Aries like, I could do you one better. And unfortunately, the sacrificial lamb is the world champ, the opponent of both these men this Sunday.
Great point, Taz and Mike. Yes, we can't forget that Genesis only 3 days away, and think of the punishment that the champ is enduring here.
Again, just trying to outdo each other. A legal man is Roode. Tagged himself in, and man, not much movement from the World Heavyweight Champion, Jeff Hardy, right now on the flat on his back.
And as we watch this tag team match progress, you have to wonder about the three-way. The elimination rules on Sunday. Desperation move by Hardy. Is it going to be enough to allow Jeff to get the Cowboy into the match?
That might be the opening that Hardy needs, but can Jeff get over there to get the Cowboy into this thing?
Hardy hurting, he's crawling, he's inching his way towards the Cowboy. Aries just...
he almost got the...
Oh my gosh! What a strike by Hardy.
That could be the difference maker. Tag him, Jeff.
And he does! Here comes the Cowboy!
Cowboy, he's just exploding on the scene right now.
Oh, he's fresh. Gonna do some big time gunslinging. He's gonna air out that offense. Inverted atomic drop. Oh, turns him inside out.
He blocked the clothesline into a Russian leg sweep, and look at the Cowboy, man. He's rolling.
Yeah, who would know Roode better than Storm, his longtime tag partner?
High elevation with the backdrop there. The Cowboy is on fire. Look out. Aries trying to catch him out of the corner. Oh, going to take a bad ride. Short landing there for Aries.
Oh! Right in the back of the head, and you see Roode, his eyes almost go behind his head.
Beautiful neck breaker there by the Cowboy. Is that going to be enough? Into the cover. Oh, misdirection, miscommunication, and Aries in trouble. Closing time.
Oh, so much momentum. Aries went flying out of the ring.
Fortunate for him that he did, Taz, though, because
yeah, you're right.
He might have been closing in on the victory, looking for that last call super kick.
Wait a minute.
I mean, that's Danielson. Is that Kazarian? Yeah, that's... Oh!
Kazarian and Storm going at it. They went at it one-on-one last week.
The hell are they doing down here? Just at the point where it looked like Storm and Hardy were going to get the win. Daniels and Kazarian battling on the floor. Meanwhile, in the ring.
Wow! Twist of fate by Hardy. In the midst of absolute chaos, tag team turmoil here on Impact Wrestling Live.
Look at Jeff Hardy now. Six of watch. Watch it back. Oh!
Vicious, lethal shot to the back of the head by Aries, laying out the world champ with his own title belt.
Well, he was able to do that because the partner of Jeff Hardy was fighting out of the arena here with Daniels.
Aries absolutely blasted him with the title, and now the attack is on. As we count down the days towards Genesis, what is this going to mean for the World Heavyweight title and the reign of Jeff Hardy?
I think Jeff Hardy might be in jeopardy, and well, who knows? Will that be the scene? Aries with the title or Roode with the title this Sunday?
Yeah, look at how symbolic this is as Roode and Aries fighting over the two World Heavyweight title belts of Jeff Hardy in anticipation of Genesis this Sunday.
Absolute power struggle, a tug of war. The likes we'll see this Sunday at Genesis.
I know, he's difficult. What can I say? He's a dad. I know. No, it's not a good idea for you to come here, trust me. No. Because I know my dad more than you do, Mark, that's why. Okay, okay, fine. All right, well, will you just pick me up outside the office? All right. Okay, I'll see you then. All right, bye, baby.
And coming up next, Kurt Angle going to try and beat some answers out of Mr. Anderson. They go at it as Impact Wrestling Live rages on.
Hello, 87% and fellow lovers of sleaze. Joey Ryan here to inform you this Sunday live on pay-per-view, Big Morgan and the Big Organ are gonna win the gold and show everybody that size matters.
Chavo, Hernandez, last week.
Well, you call for it, and there they are.
Yeah, it is on. Chavo, Hernandez, they have headed up to here with Morgan and Ryan.
My God, Big Matt Morgan just drove it into those lockers.
Just going at it. These two teams meet at Genesis this Sunday. Wow, this is getting heated.
Save for Sunday, brother.
Can't wait for the first pay-per-view of the new year. Genesis is coming up this Sunday.
And Todd, we just got a taste of how physical it's going to be when the tag team titles will be at stake. The bad blood is resolved this Sunday in the championship match.
Well, guys, you want knockouts? Well, we're going to have some knockouts for sure. Knockouts will do battle in a gauntlet match for the #1 contender spot this Sunday.
And in the finals of the ultra-competitive X Division tournament, it's Kenny King taking on Christian York. The winner of this match faces RVD for the X Division title later in the night.
It was a reluctant Hulk Hogan who agreed to grant Joseph Park his wish after being tortured by aces and eights. Park has finished his training, gets a match against the Sergeant at Arms.
Well, moments ago, we saw James Storm and Christopher Daniels. We saw basically this powder keg explode. It's going to explode big time in a one-on-one match this Sunday at Genesis.
And the war against aces and eights recently saw the return of the icon Sting. He's out for revenge against Doc at Genesis.
The World Heavyweight Champion Jeff Hardy has 2 challengers gunning for his title this Sunday. It's Hardy versus Bobby Roode versus Austin Aries in an elimination match. Will the charismatic Enigma survive? We will find out at Genesis.
I decided to challenge both Bobby Roode and Austin Aries at Genesis because it's the first pay-per-view of 2013, and, you know, I like to face fear head-on, and with those 2 guys and the charismatic Enigma, I mean, I don't think you can go wrong.
You know, there's nothing more unpredictable than a 3-way match. All the elements involved, everything that you have to look out for, eyes in the back of your head. But what I really like was the attitude of Jeff Hardy. He wants to take care of business. He wants to take care of both of them at one time. And that's why I'm picking Jeff Hardy to retain the championship at Genesis.
At Genesis, Jeff Hardy will retain the title, 1, because it's meant to be, and I think 2, because the creatures still deserve it, man. You know, as long as I'm here, I want to be the world champion as long as I can be. And basically, what I'm doing feels right. As long as I got that belief and faith in myself, I don't think there's any doubt inside my mind as far as professional wrestling goes. At Genesis, I'm willing to hurt myself like I always am to retain and still be the world heavyweight champion. And if that means, you know, not getting up after the match, I guess that's what it means, but I'm gonna do whatever it takes.
Anderson's got some explaining to do. Sat by idly during that cage match last week. Kurt Angle called him out. Said, whose side are you on? And if you're not with us, we're going to fight. And a fight we're going to have here now on Impact Wrestling Live.
You're right. Last week we saw Anderson formulate a strategy and a game plan with aces and eights, giving his opinion on how to deal with Sting. Then the great point by Kurt Angle earlier as Anderson stood outside the cage last week, and now Anderson in the clubhouse of aces and eights earlier tonight.
Well, if I could just give an opinion here, I mean, you know, taking the other side of this thing, where is it written that Anderson has to answer to anybody? I mean, let's be honest here. He's his own man. He did make some valid points, in my opinion. You know, when he was down and out and getting destroyed by aces and eights a while back, you know, where was anybody helping him? The guy makes a good point. Exactly.
Kurt Angle, he wants answers. Impact Wrestling locker room, they want answers from Mr. Anderson. I think we all do, no matter what you say, Taz.
Well, you know, yeah, all right, I hear you. I would like an answer. I will, but I mean, you know. You know how Anderson is, man. He's a straight-up a-hole. He does what he wants. That's his thing.
He weighs in tonight at an absolutely astonishing 225 pounds. He hails from Green Bay, Wisconsin. He is the Golden Glossolalia-est Mr. Anderson.
Austin Aries. What the heck? Help me out there, Tenay.
Have to look that one up.
The Olympic gold medalist, Kurt Angle.
Well, you want to talk about golden? That's the golden boy right there. First and only ever gold medal winner in our industry, buddy.
Taz, I know you just said it. You're of the opinion that Anderson doesn't owe anybody an explanation. But then think of the physical toll that aces and eights have taken on people like Kurt Angle, on people like the Icon Sting. That's why Angle wants to know exactly what and who he's dealing with.
I understand that. I totally get that.
Angle's made a vow that he's going to unmask every member of the Aces and Eights. Anderson might not be wearing a mask, but he's certainly shrouded as to where his allegiances lie.
Well, right now, you got to be careful if you're Anderson. Once Kurt Angle gets in that stance, he's got that wide base, toes pointing at you. Got to really be careful with someone like a Kurt Angle.
Anderson rolling out, taking his time. Stalling tactics here by Mr. Anderson early.
Would you rush to get in the ring with that guy?
Yeah, second thoughts about having to fight the Olympic gold medalist.
Can't say I blame him.
When did you turn into a bitch? Why don't you get your ugly ass in the ring? Let's do it right now. Look at me. You run out of here again, I'm coming after you. So you get your ass in the ring, and let's do this.
You can see Anderson's face. He's red. He's boiling right now. But you don't like, I guess, you know, no one's a fan of being punked out and called out like that and called names.
Yeah, but not boiling enough to get in the ring with Kurt Angle.
Well, Mama didn't raise no fool now. Come on. Again, you got to pick your spot.
Watch out, watch out.
Oh, look out here.
God, that's a bull-peen hammer. Oh, my God.
Oh, what a vicious shot.
To the back of the neck, guys. That surgically repaired neck. And here comes, thank God, Garett, Bischoff, Wes Brisco, Joe coming out here just to, because Lord knows what Aces and Eights was going to do next to Angle.
Here comes the backup, but eerily similar to what we saw with Doc after he was unmasked. He was challenged to make it right, and that's what this man tried to do tonight with vicious results.
The big man who was unmasked by Kurt Angle last week. I guess he's trying to earn his spot back at the table.
Well, you know, he might have earned a spot back at the Aces and Eights table for sure, because Kurt Angle is in a bad way here.
Guys, I hate to even bring it up at this point, but well documented the issues that Kurt Angle has had over the years with his neck.
That's something you have to bring up.
That's what I mentioned when he got hit with the ball-peen hammer, because, you know, the multiple operations on Kurt Angle's neck. I mean, it's, you know, it's no secret. That's exactly with that big man pinpointing. That dude right there with the beard, and I'm telling you, these Aces and Eights guys, it just when you think it's gotten bad, it gets worse with them.
Kurt Angle now being attended to by the medical staff here. They got to be very careful in moving him. We don't know what kind of issues he might have with his neck. And we're going to take a look back at what went down, this vicious attack.
Well, yeah, watch the hammer. Look at right there to the upper spine. And the amount of force. With here is another one coming here, I believe. Look at this. Right to his upper back. Pinpointing the man's spine. I'm telling you.
Look at the power, the size of this guy. The power behind those shots with the hammer.
apart as Kurt Angle being wheeled out. Here comes the Icon Sting.
Very unsettling situation here. The Icon is in the ring, weapon in hand.
Devon, you call out the troops, your troops, I'll call off my troops, and you give me Knox. Knox, get in here. I want a piece of you now. Come on, Knox. Get in here now.
Sting picking up right where Kurt Angle left off, issuing the challenge. He wants this big man. He wants revenge. He wants him in the ring. It's going to be Sting. And this member of Aces and Eights when we return on Impact Wrestling Live. Welcome back to an absolutely chaotic night of Impact Wrestling Live. The battle line's drawn. Sting looks for revenge this Sunday against Doc, but now he has called out this monster who viciously attacked and took out Kurt Angle before the break.
And both men weapons in hand. The big man right there, he's got that ball peen hammer in hand. Sting with that big black beauty bat, and up.
It's on now.
Advantage Icon gets the shot. Earl Hebner trying to maintain some kind of order. Good luck.
Well, kudos to referee Earl Hebner getting both weapons out of the ring.
This war with the Aces and Eights has turned so physical. You remember that steel cage match last week, and now Sting in here with this monster who is out to prove something to the rest of this biker gang. So just think what he's capable of.
You think about it. Sting was sidelined over 2 months, put on the shelf at the hands of Doc from Aces and Eights. The brutal hammer attack that was so reminiscent of what we saw just moments ago against Kurt Angle.
And there'll be just a full court press here from this big, rugged, nasty man just all over the Icon Sting. Oh, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. Oh! The amount of speed he builds up, just so large. Got to be 6'8", well over 320 pounds.
Whole lot of velocity behind that. This big man hits with bad intentions, no doubt. The Icon has returned. He has vowed to gain vengeance. It's going to be a tough fight.
Sting doing everything within his power just to try and get some separation here, and now able to turn things around. He had some breathing room. Head first into the steel.
Well, that'll definitely slow down the Aces and Eights member who's trying to earn his spot at that table.
And the Impact Zone wants to see the Stinger take it to him, sends him into the steps yet again. Fight fire with fire.
See how upset earlier tonight, you know, the guy they call VP of Aces and Eights, how upset he was with this man here for losing his match. He was livid at him.
I mean, that's really what they live for, the fact that they can be anonymous. They feel it brings them so much power, and they're right. And speaking of power, how about the Icon who's turned this thing totally around in his favor?
Stinger, yeah, Taz, you talked about the full court press. He scored the three-pointer there, sent him into the stairs 3 different times, and now into the rail on the outside. An absolutely livid Icon, and who could blame him? Stinger splash, nowhere to go but down for this big man.
And that's hard, all that momentum from an athlete the size of Sting hitting you, and your back is against that steel guardrail. That hurts a little bit.
Sting taking it to him. The veteran has been in so many battles, but this war with Aces and Eights has been very personal for him. He's back looking to exact revenge, and he's so angry, but he's got to be enjoying this just a bit, huh?
Yeah, you can just sense it. That level of revenge, that level of redemption grows with each blow that Sting delivers.
Oh, look at this. Stinger, going for that open leg lock, and now, oh, man. About momentum and size.
Oh, but look at this Stinger. No effect for the Icon. Sends him in again and follows up with the Stinger splash. Scorpion death drop on the money.
Cover it. He's gonna get him. He's gonna get him.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Your winner, the Icon,
Sting has the smoking gun that Aces and Eights has taken so many men out with.
Oh, it's payback time! Just like what they did to Sting. The hammer blow, driven right into the hands.
I don't think Sting's done.
Hey, Sting! Hey! I would think twice before I do that.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah! Hey! Don't you think about moving? Because if you come anywhere near us, I promise you, the next time you see Brooke, you will not recognize her. Ha. Now, what are you gonna do? Huh, Sting? Huh? You thought you were tough earlier. You thought, shut up, bitch. You thought, shut up. Now, who's in control? I told you, 2013 was going to be Aces and Eights year. And I guarantee that we will reign supreme just like we did before in 2012.
Now they crossed the line here. Aces and Eights. Wait a minute. Here comes the Bully.
Bully with that huge chain in hand.
Oh, what a shot!
Go, push it.
Bully coming to the aid here. Thank God he did. These guys are out of their mind.
You're right. Suspension or no suspension. Thank God that Bully Ray was able to take Brooke Hogan safely back away from Aces and Eights.
Brooke, stay back. Well, I guess I'm supposed to thank you for putting my daughter's life in harm's way, and I guess I'm supposed to bow down and kiss his rear end because of all the chaos and all the carnage you now have caused in my life. I'm looking at you. I'm looking through your eyes. I don't believe you. You're not for real, and you're not the man for my daughter. Would you please convince him? You're so wound up that you're even talking crap to one of your best friends. You're crazy, Hulk. You got this all wrong. Let me tell you something. I've been in this business for 20 years, and wrestling is my life. All I ever cared about was being the best professional wrestler I could ever be, and maybe one day be as good as him or as great as you. I love this business. This business means everything to me. I never thought I would love anything as much as I did pro wrestling. And then your daughter came in my life. You know what the crazy thing is? She came into my life because she was apologizing for you. She was apologizing for you being such a hard ass with me, for you not trusting me, even when I had your brother's back until the end. You know, I'm so wound up right now that I'm almost at a loss for words. I kind of don't even know what to say. I know that this has happened entirely too quick. Yeah. I can throw down a microphone also, you know. I know this has happened really, really quick. You know what? Screw it. Come here. I'm not real good at all this feelings stuff and all this emotions and like... I'm a hard ass, and I know I'm a hard ass. But like, when I'm with you, things are different. You make me laugh. You know. All I know is this. I love you. I know our entire relationship has played out in front of the entire world. I don't care. I want everybody to know how much I care for you, how much I love you, and I want you to marry me.
I don't believe this. She said yes. Oh my God. What the heck?
Not only do I want you to marry me, but I want to do it right here next week in front of everybody.
She said, whatever you want.
I can't believe this. Next week, the wedding? Brooke Hogan, Bully Ray? This is crazy. Oh, my God. All the years I know Bully, I never would have expected this. This is crazy. Next week, I guess we got a wedding.
Wow, and look at the reaction. Look at the face of the Hulkster. Just fuming, you gotta believe. Oh my gosh.
Seething. But yet Brooke seems so happy, as does Bully. Oh my God, massive news. Next week, huge wedding.
Massive news, massive matrimony. The wedding of Bully and Brooke next week.
Wow. Good gosh.